Aloha, Richard Halverson here, and this is ITS387P, and this is the third of three videos explaining how to do assignment 2. In this last video, I'm going to take the registration and login form that we created by watching Awa Melvin's YouTube video. We actually followed along a non-video version of the same tutorial linked here. That way we're able to copy the code quickly. And then that was the first video. The second video shows us, I show you how to take this tab delimited spreadsheet here and pop it into a MySQL database. And this last video is we're going to take the pages, the login and registration pages that were created in the first video and connect them to this database, this roster table database, so the registration will be so when we register somebody, they get loaded into this roster table here, and when we log in, we check the password and so on from what's in the roster table. All right, so let's see. Let's go to cPanel. So I've logged into my cPanel here, and let's go to my file manager, and also let's go to my website, this one, and it's registration here, and I'm just gonna okay, so this is what I've already created, and we can look for Jane 1 2 3 4 5. Is that what it was? Yes. Okay. And we're going to modify this. Oh, and it loads it into, let's click in my phpMyAdmin. And right now, this registration page looks inside this registration database, inside this users table at our single Jane Doe record. And instead, I want to modify these pages here so they connect up to the Toastmasters database roster table. And now what I'm going to do is, instead of having a separate username and then email address and then password like this, like what's in users, there's a username which you use to log in and then a separate email address. I'm going to make the email address be the username, or be the user login. Okay, so I'm going to throw out this username thing. So I have to, first thing I'm going to do is modify all the code, so we're looking at an email address instead of a username to identify the person. So let's go to our code here, and oh, the other thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to go in and modify these pages here, and instead of trying to copy them out and copy them back into my let's see, I should probably copy them over there. Okay, let's see, how do I do that? Let me go back up one level. Can I make a copy of this? Does this work? Oh my, that's wonderful. Okay, I'm going to do that. I'm going to use that. Let me go back up one level. It should be the same as this. Very good. And I'm going to, oops. I'm going to go up one level, and I'm going to get rid of this. Delete. And I'm going to change the name of this to this. And now let me go into Toastmasters, and by the way, this should work now with Toastmasters. And it's the same thing, and we're going to be messing with these pages. Alright, so Get rid of this. I can get rid. Okay, so let's start by going into. Let's see. I guess first let's connect. Let's make the modifications to our server.php page. And the first thing we're going to do is we're going to make it connect to the Toastmasters database. And we're still going to be registering users. We're not going to have a username anymore. But we're going to have a bunch of other things. We're going to have... I'm going to be tricky. I'm going to copy this. Copy. Oh, I should copy it from here. Copy this. Oops. Copy. And I'm going to put a comment right here. I'm going to paste that. Okay, so these are the database table fields that I'm going to be registering. So I'm going to make all those fields. Okay, so we're coming down here. If username is empty, then there's an error. No, don't worry about that. I'm just going to get this to work, and then we're going to spend. We can spend more time with these, with the input data validation in one of the future assignments. I think it's assignment 4 or something. Maybe it's 5. All right. But if the passwords are not equal, it's an error. If there's no email address, it's an error. And so, okay, here this checks to see if there's already somebody with the same email address. And it's not users anymore, it's roster. And we don't care about user. We do care about email. It's got to exist. It can't already exist. And if everything's fine, we encrypt the password and we register the user. In the session, we have email address be this identifier, session user identifier. Success redirects to PHP. Okay, I'm going to copy this because I also want to use this down here. I insert. Oh, here, right here, my insert. All right, and then logging in. So I'll come back to all this. Logging in, it's going to be email address. Email. Password, if empty, email address, then email address. Email is required. Empty password. Password is required. Password query user. Email. Let's see. Are they capitalized? I think they're capitalized in here, aren't they? All right, I think I'm gonna. So do I change this to lowercase or do I change the other one to uppercase? I think I'll change the. I guess I'll leave the table the same. Email equals email. And password, it's capital P equals password. And this has got to be email. I'll make this session variable be lowercase though. It's just the database table. I'll keep those column names the way they are. Wrong email password combination. Email, password, login, user. Okay. Now we need to do this real escape string thinger with all of these input variables. Okay. Okay. Let me copy this. This has also got to go on into the registration page. Oh, oh, oops! I'm doing something wrong here. I want to edit this. Edit. What did I do? Okay. Okay. Here we're asking for the username, email, password, and really we want to ask for all of these things. And in an HTML document, it's a comment. HTML comment looks like this. Paste. Okay. So we want to ask for all these things, I guess. Okay, so there's email address, email, and password. Confirm password. Register user. But username here is going to be first name, and this can be first name, I guess. And I guess I'll do that. And that's first name, and there's going to be a... I will build these funny ways of expressing these names. I'll take care of those in the server over here. When they come in over here, and I create the insert statement, I'll take care of that there. So there's first name, and then there is last name. And this is last. And let's just last name, key. Oh yeah, it's going to look like key, title, speeches, homework, email, street address. Okay, comment. Am I including a comment? I'm not sure. Last name, first name, last name, key, title, speeches, home phone, work phone, email. No, I don't need email. Address. That'll be address. I'm not going to bother with address to city, state, zip code. And I'm going to leave off the notes. I should add notes, but I'll just leave this off. Okay. So zip code. I'm going to include the notes. Okay, notes. Notes. And zip code. Let me just try to speed this up a little bit. State. City. Address to. Address. Let me make this a little bigger. Address. Email I don't need. Work phone. Home phone. Speeches. And title. Is that it? T. Title. All right, and we have to put that into here. City. All right. So that takes care of the form. This is the registration form. Toastmasters registration. Toastmasters registration. And whatever. Okay. Wait a second. Yeah. Okay. All right. I'm going to save the changes, and now I'm going to go to sign up, and look at that. Okay. There we go. There's my registration form. And what does my login form look like? My login form should not look like, oh yes, this is fine. No, not username, it's got to be email address. So let me go to here, and go to here, and go to edit, login, edit. And this is going to be not the username, but the email. And this can be email. Whatever. Save changes, and now it looks like this. Email password. Okay. All right, let's go back to server, and let's go down to the login user part. Let's try to get this to work. The way I'll get it to work, the way I'll test this is I'm going to go back. Okay, I know that when I click on users, this is the password for 12345. So I'm going to grab that password for 12345, copy, and then I'm going to go back to roster, and I'm going to make all the passwords 12345. How's that? Edit. I'm going to update, update, use roster, set password equals this. Okay. Now it thinks there's an error, but really there's not. So I'm going to click go. So this is going to, what didn't it like? Do I have to do like this? Didn't. Is that better? Oh, data too long for password. Okay, sure. I'm going to copy this out. Copy, go back to structure, and the password field has got to be bigger than 11. So let's change the password field to 2. Oh, not this one. This is the wrong one. Anyway, change this one to 250, and let's. But really, I want to change the password field to 250. I don't think I'm going to use that other new password field. But let me just save this. Okay, now the password field is 250. And if I go to go and click this and edit this and paste my update statement in there again, and click go. Okay, now all 42 people have the same password of 12345. All right, so that means now I'm going to try to make it so when I log in that I use the new password, this new password. So I look at an email address, I look at a password, it's got to be required, it's got to be required, if that's that. Select from roster, where email equals email and password equals password, blah, 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 blah. Okay, and then it goes to, okay. All right, I'm going to save this, and I'm going to just, who knows, this might even work. Refresh this, and I'm going to put me. One, two, three, four, five. Okay. Um, what happened now? Let me. All right. I think what happened was, let's go to the index page, because if the login is fine, the login works, then it redirects to the index page. See, if the login is successful, it redirects to the index page. So what I think happened was, let's look at the index page. And if these session variables are not correct, then it redirects back to the login page. So I think that's what is happening. And look here, it says if the username session is not set. Well, we aren't using the username session anymore. We're using email. Okay. Email. Email. Alright, so let's save this and let's try this again. I'm going to try richhalverson@gmail.com. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I logged in. Alright, let's make sure richhalverson@gmail.com. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. Alright, so the login part works. Now we just got to make sure this registration part works. Alright, so I have, I've got these, all of these variables are coming in. Most of them are. And I have to create I got to make sure they're filled into the insert statement. So first I have to do this MySQL real escape string thing. And so let's do that. It's username, password. Okay, so password. Key. And there's going to be a first name, there's going to be a last name, and a title, and a speeches, and a home phone, and a work phone, and an email. No, there won't be. Yes, there will be an email address, address to. Oh, the email's already up here, up there though. City, state, zip code, and notes, and password. All right. So key. And first name, and last name, and title, and speeches, and home phone, and work phone, email, we got that already, address, address to, city, state, zip code, notes, I guess. And what did I forget? I don't know what I forgot. Okay, anyway, first name, last name, title, speeches, home phone, work phone, address, address to, city, state, zip code. All right, well, I guess I don't need these. And next, it's, I guess I got to do the same thing here. And we don't need this. But these all have to be commas, comma, 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 comma. That, and no username, email, password. Wait a second, this is not here, should not be here. And I think I decided we're going to keep the names the way they were originally in the table. And let me just do this. I'm going to do this. And so I've got key, oh boy, well, name, first name, last first, title, speeches, home phone, work phone, address, address to, city, state, zip code, notes. Is this going to work? this is last name, first name, and this is simply, oops, $ first name, and this is simply last name. No, first name, and then this is first name, last name. And whatever the heck key is, we're going to probably get rid of that later, but I'll put that in there. All right. So, key name, first name, last first, title, speeches, home phone, work phone, address, address 2, city, state, zip code, notes. All right, this might work. Is that it? Could be it. All right, save changes. And let's go over to sign up. And I'm going to do first name Joe, last name Schmo. Key is, I'm going to say it's JS5. Title of Toastmaster. 10 speeches. Home phone is whatever. Let's see, why I put something there? I'll put this Joe Schmo here. No work phone. Address. Notes. This is a test. joeschmo@gmail.com. I'm going to do 54321. 54321. Register. Ooh, they don't match. They don't? All right. Let's see why that would be. That is in the server thing. Oh, hold it. What happened to password 2? I guess I deleted it out. So let's make this a 2 and make this a 2. Okay, save changes. Let me just hit refresh here. Yes. All right, Joe Schmo. And if we go and look at our database, we see, oh, I don't think it went in. I don't think it went in. Oh, look at this. Insert users. Oh, roster. Oh, I'd love to be a rostrum. All right, let's try this again. I wonder why I didn't. All right, let me just hit refresh. Ooh. Oh. Oh. How could that be? All right. Yeah, it's not in there, so I got to do this again. Joe. I'm going to do Mary Wong, MW9, Toastmaster, 10 speeches, 808-555-1212. I don't have to have a work phone. Address 1234 Main Street, Honolulu, Hawaii 96806 or some such thing. This is a test. This is Mary Wong, and Mary Wong at marywong@gmail.com. I'm sure that's a real address. 54321. 54321. Let's see if it went in. 42. Nope, didn't go in. All right, I'm gonna add something in here that I should have added a long time ago, and that is an error. Oops, an error. Something that helps me figure out what the errors are, and it's going to be after this MySQL query output, because I think I'm having problems with this query. So what this is going to do is, if it dies, which I think it dies on this query, but it could die on this query too. I'm going to put that here. So if this could be this query that it dies on, I don't think it is, though. I think it's this query here that it dies on. It should display out an error message and what line the error took place. So I'm going to save this again, and maybe I'll be able to refresh. Nope. Ooh. That means there's an error in here. MySQL query or die, couldn't perform query. This is going to be there. Alright, let's sign up again. I mean, can I just hit the back button a few times here? Oh yeah, there we go. Okay. Alright. 55555. 55555. Oh, okay, so now we see what the error is. It is because, oh, that must be a reserved word. Forgot about that reserved word. Let's go look in the code, in the server code, and let's make, oh, is that the one we're erroring on? Line insert into roster. Yes, insert into roster. So is it, one of these is bad news. Could be this one, could be this one. Quote, 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 okay. Refresh. Ah, good. Did it work? Let's see if it inserted it into the database. There was 42, now there are 43. And go down to the bottom. Where's Mary Wong? Ah, Mary Wong. Here's the one we just added. There you go. All right, so I think we have modified the member. Okay, so we've done everything. This member menu, that's actually this page, this home page. So I guess we should change this. So index.html says member menu. And here we're going to put all of our selections. Here we're going to figure out all of this stuff that's going to go right here. All right, so I hope that helps, and you should have enough now to finish assignment 2. Thanks for watching.